Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm back and I'm mad.
Welcome, you cunts.
How are you?
I'm hot. I've got hay fever. For some odd reason, everybody in my close vicinity has flaring hay fever all of a sudden in the middle of September.
It's probably global warming.
Yeah, I guess as much. Or it's just because we're all getting old and crampy and wearing
There's a
masks.
fly or a wasp or something on my window, which I can imagine is just going to annoy me throughout the rest of the night.
Yeah, and speaking of annoying, I'm going to annoy the audience here and now.
Yes. Oh,
Annoyance the first. We only got 5 projects in because I'm tired as fuck and we're going to stick to our 30-minute plan. Annoyance the second. When Jerry's food arrives, Jerry goes eating.
Oh yeah, no, get up. I'll come back with my food and you can all watch me eat.
You can put it on your close-up cam for...
Son of a bitch. I can't. There's a lot of miniatures here. There's no room to put it.
And best not to have any food sprinkled on your bases.
Just going to watch that fly constantly do not around me now. It's going to annoy my happiness. Yeah.
As long as it doesn't land on the video camera or
on
the microphone.
Camera, I'll chuck something at it. Don't worry. The last thing people
that's what I'm afraid
is me frisbeeing this towards it like fucking Steve Rogers. No, I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Yeah.
Lunch this afternoon was whiskey and Guinness. That was the first thing to pass my lips. So I was like, I think I should probably eat something.
Would be advisable on the long run.
Hey, there are too much. Before we get into the things, box arrived at work.
A box?
Box.
What's in the box?
This was in the box.
That looks interesting.
It's mazeballs.
It's a starfighter.
It's better than that. It's a Marauder, a Draconian Marauder from Buck Rogers.
So you've seen...
Oh, yeah. Got it and relayed the second part of it, Crispin, old buddy, old pal. So, yeah.
So now you're just annoying Panzer because he showed off his Buck Rogers fighter a few weeks back.
I tell you what, if I can find it somewhere in the loft, is possibly a Buck Rogers helmet, because I used to have a Buck Rogers outfit when I was a kid.
Oh, you need to wear that for.
I honestly, if I could find it, I fucking will wear it, but I don't know if I still have it. Well, Mac. So yeah, this needs to be tarted up in some fashion. Not sure how that's going to go. There's not particularly thick paint on it. It may find itself in the Dettol bath.
It's in scale for 1 billion suns.
That's going to be, it's going to be a fighter in 1 billion suns. But the see-through red cockpit is going to be the hardest part. I need to see if I can get that out. Otherwise, it'll have to be mashed off.
Price it out gently.
It will be good because I just plan on basing that and just going, this is my fighter. Or then just beside it having an inch long ship going, that's my
capital ship.
That's my Argo fuck yourself ship. Don't be confused by the massive scale of this, people. I will teach you the 1 billion suns is scale agnostic, you fucks, whether you want it or not.
That would be a hilarious battle report to watch. I'm just thinking, if you hang that thing on strings on the ceiling and then the cables snap, you don't want to stand beneath that.
Oh, no, you get stabbed up rightly. To be fair, I've got 2 X-Wings and a couple of TIE as well. I wonder if I could just make all of my fighter fleet fucking
game models,
scale, massive scale models.
It could be a bit crowded on the table.
No, it doesn't matter. No, table's fine. I just put them on long stands, so they're much taller than all the ships that are hugging the ground. What the fuck is that coming at me? It's a fighter squadron. Clearly, what are you?
And when you move your fighters, you make sure that none of the enemy ships is beneath your base.
It's fine. Now they're all plastic. They'll sit on a base without any major issues. And you measure to them from the stem anyway, so if needs be, things can sit on their bases. It's all fine. It's all good. So yeah. So thanks for that, Crispin. It It should be done. I feel like I should do some sort of Petey Wheatstraw nose art on it, like a World War II bomber. Petey Wheatstraw.
Maybe use some pimp-esque colors. Go to the attic and get an old CRT to use as an in-scale monitor.
I heard, and this is coming from Lloyd, because Lloyd is a bit of a gaming nut when it comes to certain things, that CRT TVs have got a massive resurgence in the gaming community.
Yes, because it's still very hard to get old school analog signals on modern TVs. There are things
it's not even that. It's the refresh rate. Modern LED TVs do not refresh as quickly as a CRT.
Yes, because they're just constantly refreshing and not going blink blink.
So for people playing Doom or whatever it is you play, Quake 3.
Or original Doom.
That's what the kids play nowadays, isn't it?
Pac-Man, Pong.
Yeah. So lots of them are after big fuck off CRTs over these incredibly expensive 4K resolution OLED things with blackest black, because they're just not as good when you're spinning around in a circle.
Yeah, the Sony Black Trinitron, the ultra high cool CRT from back in the day. Those are really expensive, but also you can't carry them.
Also, you can rub a magnet across them and you get a kaleidoscope of colors, which is going to be worth it in itself.
It is indeed. So,
yes.
First project of the day.
Oh
no, that's not Discord. It's this one. Frostgrave.
No, you are showing. Oh no, that's right, because there's the thing with the staff, isn't there? Okay.
Yeah, this piqued my interest simply because of the
Snoopy.
lovely Snoopy, and Woodstock is just, it doesn't get any better.
A few things do.
And
There's a lot of hats going on there. Can't tell which way round is going.
My most favorite comic dialogue ever is one of between those two, when Snoopy gets to Woodstock's little nest and tells him, "Well, you're a bird. You need to get up early." And Woodstock simply replies, "Why get up early for a worm when you can get pizza until 11 p.m.?"
Clever bastard, that Woodstock.
He can't fly for shit nor sing really good, but his wisdom is undebatable, I think.
Well, that is true. Don't need to fly far anyway.
No. So this is Ninjally, and very interesting project in itself, because there's a lot of going on. So
yeah, it's TT Combat, because I recognize the Leaning Tower.
Yeah, but it started, and let me get down here, very interestingly with
coconuts.
Scraps.
Okay.
So this looks like remnants of a started project. I see a weird Elder gate that's already been flocked and everything, ruinous buildings, and a cemetery for Warhammer.
Yeah. Oh, there's some resin stuff in there as well.
Yes, so
that looks fucking hauntingly familiar. I think a friend of mine has some of that. So if it's 20 mil stuff, then definitely has it.
This looks like what almost every hobbyist has somewhere in their backlog. There's a cupboard of assorted bits and pieces.
Don't know what you mean.
You've got a loft. We all know that by now.
It's a vile accuracy. That's an awful lot of individually cut polystyrene bricks, mind you.
Yeah, that is. But I'm guessing if there's any sanity left within this dear user, they used a hot wire cutter to make them, then it's reasonably fast done.
No, technically, yes. But once you've cut them all, then you've got to glue them all together.
Yeah, the gluing part actually takes more time. I'll give you that.
Hola, Steve. I hear you've been bitching about me. Well, I say I've seen the highlight reel. You fucking love Moonstone, and you know it. You slag. Couldn't wait to get your hands on it.
Moonstone.
Moonstone.
I think I quote correctly if it was something along that bloody Git cost me a fortune.
Well, you know.
Something along those lines.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
So these are miniatures I'm not familiar. Can you shed light on
I have
it?
to click on it to make it bigular. So there's a big worm right up the top, which looks like one of the Reaper ones.
Yeah, that's the only one that looks familiar.
It's a purple worm anyway. If it's not the Reaper, it could be the Gale Force 9 one.
There's a vampire with a very bendy sword. Those look like Reaper, the white ones. White plastics?
Yeah. They're Mantic Ghouls, Mantic Skeletons, Mantic Revenant, and Mantic Zombie.
So he's written that in text, I just didn't see that.
Have they? Oh, even better then. I don't have to guess anymore.
Oh, I was guessing you were reading all that.
Oh, no, I just zoomed in. It was easier to zoom in for me than to try and work out what was going on.
Yeah. And
archers. They look like the War Games Atlantic ones.
The cemetery then also got a very nice paint job.
Don't know who do the Yetis, though. Just the Yetis. Is that in the... Goram, is it in the list? Blah, 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 blah. No, don't know who does the Yetis. Those are some freaky-looking fairy fucks. You big furry bastard. There's a golem there. That is a North Star figure. So I think it's a mix of North Star, Mantic, and Reaper to fill it up. In which case the Yetis may be North Star adjacent anyway, because they sell a lot of different lines.
Not like the way that every gruesome, gritty miniature looks very bright and cheerful. Like,
oh yeah, as we learned from Robin Williams, if you're going to fight Clash, don't hide. Snow Grillers is North Star. Yeah, there we go. So close. Only one phenotype out.
This one is an interesting character. A lumberjack.
Yeah, it's a golem, animated construct.
Looks like somebody was very very lazy in constructing this golem and just used pieces of trees.
Yep. How will you, as long as it walks and beats things with sticks, that's all you want. Oh, Parabellum's Ice Yacht. No, I was looking at that whenever they showed off the renders of it a while ago. I think they finally got around to building it. So it's quite nice. It's a fucking hell of a size of a kit. Hello, Reaper. That's definitely a Reaper werewolf. Now I see it straight on for its renown throughout the industry.
And the Yeti also looks very intimidating.
You painting the yacht now for yourself or for somebody else, Steve?
Look at these little devils. Tiny
how
red
happy they are.
monsters. Yes. Oh, have you seen the latest announcement from Cromlech for the new Mac boss?
Nope.
Oh, he's got a lovely flying squig.
I did see something about flying squig. I think may just have been what you posted in Discord.
Yeah,
I don't click on links in Discord.
That's the trailer.
GW.
No, that's the trailer for the Cromlech stuff.
You can never be too safe.
Look at that amount of MDF that's going to be painted in a minute. I like building these things, but I'm always very scared shitless when it comes to painting.
I just
the sheer amount.
Heave of paint all over it. Spray it and then walk away. You're done. Pick a color, any color. Just shocking amount of offcuts there.
Yeah,
is that my dinner?
We will see in a minute.
Oh yeah, you will, because I'll just get up and walk out. That's how you'll fucking see. Anyway.
But the paint job looks frosty enough to be frost gravy.
It does. I also like the fact that there's a lot of red in there to break up the table. It's one of the reasons I did that red, brown, cream color scheme for the frost grave table we made. because John and Justin were talking about just spraying it grey. I was like, no, we're
No,
not. There'll
why?
be so much grey on a fucking white table with grey. I'll cry.
Also, these shingles and these smaller stones actually lend themselves better to red, I feel. Gray bricks are huge, and the small bricks are red or any other.
Yeah, we weren't painting the same thing as this.
Oh, okay.
It was, I think it was Cromlech actually. So it was lots of big stones. So you could have done them grey quite easily.
Yeah,
but I refused.
Still, it would have looked a bit off or
grey,
dull.
monotone.
Dull is the word.
Deadly dull, and boring, and grey, and dismal, and dull. So
and
deadly dull.
And very frosted.
That's why I want to be a lion tamer.
James, yes, I have some of the Cromlech minis, and they are, from what I can tell, a very well cast resin. Very little flash, very crisp, almost no bubbles.
I haven't a clue, Steve. I haven't a clue. We're supposed to be, but we're still waiting to hear back from the guy in charge of doing all the nonsense at Salute. So if he pulls his finger out, heard he was sick last week. He went, I was sick. I'll look at it this week. Still haven't heard from him. Maybe he's dead.
OTT on Salute. Well, we will see. I won't be there. I know that for sure. So
just have to Salute at home then.
Ninjally, nicely done. Nice Frostgrave project. I will be following this because I want to see how that finishes off. Next then is simply lovely Baron von Count.
Count von Count.
Or Count. 1 2 Yes. So this is. I need to get back to scrolling. Boomer. And he's doing Vampire Lords. Though I'm not sure if he's correct on the way he's writing Peter.
Oh, he might be. It's GW after all.
Maybe he wanted to have it pronounced something like Piotr.
Yeah, but it is just a GWism.
Jeebus. That's a big picture.
Isn't it, though? You can get right in there. You can see his nipples.
Holy fuck.
They're just in the eye sockets. That would be amazing, actually. If somebody wants to put two tiny little green stuffed nipples in there, as if it's like a peekaboo bra, the skull eye sockets are just showing them off. Just have two big areolas in there.
But then
just for everybody to look at.
Then you would have one nipple with a piercing in it to make it even more obvious that it's not eyes from the skull.
It's whatever floats your boat, Fritzy.
Yeah, don't show this to Lloyd. He's going to get off on the sheer bigness of the picture.
Cromlech are Polish.
And they're very keen on pleasing their customers if you give them a call, if you want something special.
I'm shocked as well, considering you're German.
Yes.
Surprised they didn't ask for recompense.
They actually were very, very forthcoming with buying pieces and bits.
Anywho, so apart from airbrushing can be stressful. Yeah, you say that. Only whenever you attempt to actually clean the airbrush, I find, because new paint's coming out. You really just after you filled a cup full of paint, and then they go, "Oh, you fuck stain, you." I quite like the Black Knights. They're nice.
Indeed, and we have some back shots of them as well.
Lloyds.
Yes.
They look so much better than that's a dual kit, and the other kit makes help my wraiths are on fire. And it's the worst looking fucking miniatures I've seen in age. They just look terrible. I was thinking, why would anybody make them? I don't even care what the game stats are like, because you just wouldn't put it on the tabletop. But the Black Knights look proper.
Oh, the Lich King is also a very, very interestingly painted.
He's a jolly fellow, isn't he?
He's very green.
You know, it's probably envy. That's Peter and his boob armor. Wow, that's fucking amazingly huge, isn't it? Get right in there.
Gigantic.
See his crotchulism.
But you know what annoys me the most? Even though that we can zoom in this far, I can't see any mold lines or anything to bitch and moan about.
Right. Don't worry about that. I'm sure there's something.
We need to find something to nag.
Quite like how he does the Vorpal blade on him.
Yeah, and the very subtle object source lighting on the vial that he's got on his belt. This is a stunning picture.
Puts the B in subtle.
A very subtle B, yes. See, I understand that reference. We're not completely idiot. Just partially.
I keep meaning to do some swords like that. There was a guy, YouTube channel. What the fuck was his name?
Marco!
No. I want to say play it painted, but I'm positive it's not play it painted. Anyway, somebody Eastern European, not sure where they're from, but you could hear it in their how they pronounced English, and he showed how to do that style of blade for powered swords and things like that using an airbrush, where you'd like mask off, and then he would do the blend on one side, and then peel off the mask and flip it round and do it on the other side, and then do the final highlights. You're going, that's really fucking easy. I should knock out tons of power swords. What a shame I don't have anything that uses power swords. Oh, crying shame this is.
I was wanting to show the upper left of that picture, but I can't get it into focus because that looks...
Are we in the way?
Yeah, it looks a lot like...
Oh my god! I clicked on the link.
What link?
And the link is by Painted, which is the guy I'm thinking of. I was so fucking close with Play It Painted. Anyway, right, so yeah, by Painted. It was him. Fuck me. 2011, is that when I found those? Holy shit balls.
Yeah, time seems to be running.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
So even though that this is a rather short project, the results are stunning. And nobody is more surprised than me because I just clicked on good-looking pictures and then went on from there.
Yeah. And do you know why it all looks so good? Proper square bases.
I was just about to say, like don't gash. Mention Warren.
Just saying.
Although his Vampire Lord is on a round base for some odd reason.
Who knows? Oh, I'm going to get out and wander off. Talk amongst yourself, kids. I'll be back and you all get to watch me eat.
Well, that's fine. Let's all wave Jerry a goodbye for now. James, I don't know if Warren has rebased everything back to squares yet. I think he didn't even reply to our pestering in his project about him having based the round stuff. Oh, of course. How very naughty of me. Ralph, Crazy, Genuine Vision, James Cat, Stuck the Fuck, Crazy Red Coat, and whoever else is hiding, which I can't see now. Welcome to our very, very short stream. As told before, this is going to be a short one. Since Jerry is now going to pay his delivery driver for whatever he has ordered, yeah, Panzer, I don't think Warren mentioned that. He wasn't too happy about it. So this will be the next project, which we had been. This doesn't look like food. But this has gotten an update by Worm Food UK. This is the the completed battle wagon.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Oh, and this is seemingly a large picture because it's taking a bloody time to load.
Oh, pepper sauce.
And he did a Elder Walker for some odd reason.
Sometimes you just need to go Eldar. I don't know.
Yeah, but this is the reason why I wanted this to be in here again. This very lovely orky
Evil
chap.
Sun's Warlord. He's a fucking classic, isn't he?
Yeah, the pose, the armor, and the paint job. It's just what's not to love about him?
He's got the boob tassels from the Orc Blood Bowl cheerleader on his head.
Oh, don't remind me.
Is that no? She's still in a blister pack, actually.
Someday
I'll open that.
I still wonder how these models made it through quality assurance into the stores.
It's because that's what they wanted. Sometimes you just want an orc with boob tassels.
And the best thing is that they actually are represented in the video game adaptation.
Oh, well, that's what you want.
So you if you want, you can watch
Bring it home to the kids.
animated orc boob jiggly parts. Which is hilarious. Yeah, but these pictures are not loading. Either these are gigantuous, or you lot are all plugging. So
I'll ask you this question while we're waiting to see whether or not your internet works.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine for me. I think it's just Germany. What's an orc cheerleader got between her breasts that an elf cheerleader doesn't?
Brains?
Her belly button. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, God.
Be here all week. Try the fish.
So, since last time, I went on a sale, and now I've got to decide what to drink. We've got Indian Pale Ale, we've got Golden Ale, and we've got Baltic Porter.
Ball tickling porter. What?
Hold on a second. I'm going to...
Oh, he's got the old orc band.
Yeah, that's also something very nicely.
Just lurking in the background. You're so distracted by the Evil Sun Warlord at the front, you don't notice the guy rocking out behind him.
Oh, I did notice, but that he doesn't have any paint. So, which one of these ladies should I choose? Red, blue, or black?
Oh, blue. Isn't that the girl from it's going to call Finding Nemo, but it's not called Finding Nemo. It's the thing with the escaped alien.
Oh,
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch, yeah. That would be her elder sister then.
There you go, see.
So this is
I'm
called
down with the kids.
an
I've never seen it,
exotic IPA. I have no clue who makes this. This was a bargain in the local Aldi.
Oh, nice. I like to imagine that in the same way we go to an Aldi or Lidl here, and it's filled with weird European brands that nobody's ever heard of. And I really, really, really want people to go into an Aldi or Lidl in Germany and for it just to be filled with things like Tato crisps and other Irish brands. That, you know, people are just looking at going, a Tato? Tatio? Tatio? What? What is this? Cheese and onion? Try it anyway. Yeah. Just, you know,
cheese and onion? We actually have cheese and onion in our local Aldi.
Don't fucking taters though.
No, probably not. So I've got no clue how this is going to taste. It's bloody cold. Auf eure Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
To your best health.
Prost.
Yeah, it's definitely fruity.
All I can think of is that little old lady going Heil Hitler.
You spent too much time on 9gag recently.
Oh, that's an old one. That has just resurfaced recently.
Yeah, like anything on 9gag.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Nein, Oma, nicht tun.
Look, it's a plectrum for giants.
For bass guitar.
Yep.
So, back on subject. The picture's still not loaded. Bloody hell, what's going on here?
I think it's literally Germany. You only have like 1
this,
megabyte or something, don't you?
This is better now. So the finished Orc Battle Wagon actually looks very cool. Maybe a wee bit too clean for my personal taste. But I'm guessing once he's got some crew in it, this is going to look amazing.
Yeah, it's old school though. They weren't as chipped and beaten and shitty looking, if I remember right. I don't think anybody really did weathering or chipping on GW stuff in the 90s.
I don't think so.
What a waste of time. You spend all the time painting red. Why would you take it all off?
All pictures I remember were looking like they were vehicles fresh from the factory, even the Nurgle things. This lovely git here. And a proper goblin green base.
Anything else would be appalling / obscene.
And the dude to the lower right, that's one that's still waiting in my stash. I know that I have got him waiting.
It's one of the Goths, isn't he?
I think so. They need some paint too. Yeah, the Elder Walker. It's an Elder Walker. What is there to say?
Well, you say it's toughness 7 and fucking too many wounds. That's what you used to say. Don't know what it's like these days.
It's not dying, you're saying? He's got an awful lot of lead lying around on his table.
Look, fanatics.
Yeah, fanatics and dog.
Happy days.
Even more Elder in the background. Commandos, if I see that right.
Where?
This one left to the weird Elder thingy-majig.
I should probably just look at the picture myself rather than trying to stare at your picture.
Yeah, that's probably best.
With our doohickeys on top. It's all good. Yeah. He is. Look at him with his cap on him. Crazy orcs who like regimentation and being clean and marching up and down.
No, those were the Storm Boys.
Yeah, but the ones who don't break out of the habit become, blood axe commandos.
Oh, that's true. Those that grow old enough and not explode on their jetpacks.
Go, oh, this is a good idea. We should stick with this.
You have a bright future in the Corps, son. Oh, yeah, this is nice. The next project, I'm going to put the link in here, just get in there. Denzian is, well, potentially growing big or having problems in future because he's moving his hobby stuff into the garage.
Oh, been told to get out of the house.
Well, I don't know what's behind the reasoning of him getting his hobby stuff out into this. Maybe
there's so much room for activities. Is that not what they say? No.
I'd say, Denzian, if you're watching, hearing, listening to this, I'd go for some isolation on the roofing. Otherwise, you're in for a world of hurt. At least in winter. 1930s garage.
It'll be grand. It'll be fine.
I'm not sure what to do to insulate the place. Well, some
foamy foam.
Some rock wool on the roofings, and then some cover it up with some MDF or something.
Store all of your hills on the roof. Look at that. There you go. There's a stack right off the bat.
Well, he could use these larger terrain pieces and then put him across the bars that are sitting on the roof.
It's about 90% insulated right there.
Yeah. But then again, he needs to make sure that nothing drips from the roof on his precious terrain.
It'll be fine. It'll wipe off. It's polystyrene.
Yeah, but it has potential. Let's say that. So I'm just curious how he's going to make this little room work? Because I'm guessing it's not that big, it's just deep.
Depends what he's using it for. It's clearly wide enough that you could get a 6x4 in there. Because what's that? It's 2 meters by 120, something like that.
Yeah, he argued that his box games and books might go moldy, so they don't. So they remain indoors for the time being.
Remain indoors. Words to live by. Don't have a remain indoors button, do you? Oh, there we go.
Of course I have. Haven't used it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So currently it looks like he's just using it as a temporary storage, not as a hobby area.
Yeah. And it makes sense because we all know he's somewhere in the Low Countries. It won't take much time to find him. Like Marco. We know Marco's in Dublin. It won't take long to find him either.
So you're saying if you want some miniature stuff, go find Marco and nick it.
Yeah. I told him I'd just go door to door in Dublin. It's not that big a fucking city. He responded with hide and seek challenge accepted.
The worst part that could happen in that hide and seek is you go around a corner and he just grabs you going, hello! and you die of sudden shock or something.
Or shit my pants.
Yes. Heart attack due to high Italian friendship noises.
We're bound to know where he is, Steve. He's done a couple of videos where he's like spray painted on his balcony and you can see the surrounding area.
Oh, that's always great.
Yep. So we just have to work back from first principles.
And since Google Maps has very detailed maps of surroundings, you can pinpoint persons easily. And since Ralph has told in chat, I'm going to reissue this in speech form for the guys at home watching this on YouTube. Ralph and I did a Imperial interlude on the latest AMG stream where we discussed X-Wing, Legion, and maybe one or two different side projects. So that's up on YouTube and the various podcast audio systems of your choosing. Just go look up into Imperial Interlude episode 21. And beware, spoilers.
12D1.
No Pete, no Epic Legion. They're still not returning my calls, bloody peasants.
Well, there could be Epic Legion. Considering they were going, we're going to do this stuff. You know, when are you doing that stuff? 2023. When you do realize it's only 2021. I know the whole COVID thing has fucked up people's sense of time, but that's 2 years away. Why not announce shit?
Well, they did announce.
You're going to work on next year.
They did announce shit for 23.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Ewoks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're announcing stuff 2 years in advance. So Epic Legion could be coming, but clearly they're slow as fucking shuck water.
Yeah, James, Armadas is sort of epic scale, but it's not ground vehicles and not infantry, and I want Epic Legion. I think Warren wants Ewoks, though I'm pretty sure
has Ewoks.
He's going to be annoyed that there are official Ewoks now. Or going to be.
Well, it wouldn't annoy him. He's already got Ewoks. Doesn't need to do anything. Just get the rules from Tabletop Admiral whenever they update.
Yeah, next project. This is one which irritated me a bit. I'm going to put the link in here. Children don't count as Ewoks. Now he actually made 3D printed Ewoks with sticks and stones.
Better than that. I made the rules for them. They were really good.
Blood, Sweat, and Cheers from Henry Light. So either he got a golden button for this and I didn't catch that.
Yes.
Or
correct.
Well, then somehow that must have passed me. Because this is
there it is.
It's a simple build, but it's looking very intriguing.
He got the golden button. He went, "Oh, you've done this too soon. You should have waited. I have so much more to come." Fuck all to do with me, son.
It's
all down to Ben. Ben spotted it and went, "I must do this immediately."
Before I forget.
Maybe Ben was worried. Old age is creeping up on him.
Is it? Well,
I think he's almost 20 now.
he's still playing video games on the old computer.
True.
Oh, and he said he would be joining us when he's finished playing Lord of the Rings card game on his personal computer. Well, haven't seen him yet. Has anybody else? No?
No.
Thought so.
Because that takes some time. That'd be like me going, I'll be with you as soon as I'm finished replaying KOTOR for the umpteenth time.
Oh god. Yeah, there will be a remake.
It's a couple of years away.
It could be an eternity away because they haven't committed to any date.
Yeah. I imagine it's going to be hot garbage. I'll wait until it's actually out and reviews are in before I go near it. Because it's such a good game.
Yeah.
The idea that they're going to fucking ruin it really annoys me. So
I can get behind if they say we need to up the graphics. Okay, make it look pretty by all means, but don't fuck with the story.
story and gameplay are what people have been commenting on a lot.
Yeah, the gameplay is quote-unquote mostly unchanged, and these wordings are just giving me nightmares.
I'd much prefer they kept it as an RPG fight, because I know a lot of people have been complaining that they didn't play KOTOR because it was an RPG fight game.
Yeah,
And I have
it
horrible
had
visions of them
turn-based
doing some-
fighting, which was...
No, it didn't.
Didn't?
No.
Which one had turn-based?
No clue. You could pause Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, yeah,
but
you
it
could
wasn't
pause.
turn-based.
Yeah, okay, that was it.
Everything happened simultaneously.
It wasn't real-time in the way that you had...
It was real time if you didn't pause.
Yeah,
and
but
you didn't have to pause.
But you have had the possibility to make adjustments.
Which is fine, because you have to remember you're not fighting as one person. You're fighting as a group of three. And I don't care how good somebody is at computer games. They're not controlling three characters on screen simultaneously.
Not really.
So it worked for that because it was an RPG. Don't change it from being an RPG. I just have visions of them turning it into some sort of one of these whippy ping pong ball paddle back games where you're just running back and forth, jumping up and down like a fucking lemming.
That is within the range of possibilities after all what we have seen.
Sorry, yes. Digital Wank RPG. DW RPG.
I'm just scared that they will ruin it. But then again, I could just play the old version again.
Yeah. Apparently there's a mod pack you can download that makes the old version playable, which is good because I have the old version on PC and it craps out every now and again. But thankfully I still have my Xbox, so I don't really care.
And if I remember correctly, it's on Good Old Games, so you can buy it new, working on current PC. So there's that.
No, this was somebody talking about the original. Grim. There's a mod that allows you to play KOTOR.
So those were 5 projects of the day. Did you ever tell us what you're eating right now? What did you order?
No, I didn't. I had chips, and now I'm eating a burger, which is too big for me to pick up, and it's going fucking everywhere. So I'm cutting into bits.
So
And then afterwards, there's barbecue chicken wings.
Oh.
And I got a couple more things of apple, because that count as 2 of my 5 a day.
iOS Demon Sub, you're this close to being banned from this channel.
Both games are available in the App Store on iOS. What's an iOS? Oh, that's Apple's.
Yeah, that's the
Windows.
iPhone operation system, so it's for your tiny screen.
Yeah, you say that, not for my tiny screen.
No, not really. Let's see.
I have more sense than money, and therefore wouldn't piss it up the wall on something shit like Apple.
Also, you need your money for more Indomitus, or was it? No, not Indomitus. Bloody hell. The interview that just went on.
The Genesis.
The Genesis. Why were I saying?
No, I bought it. They've had 600 quid of mine. I own everything they've done to date.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're going to release new stuff. Or not.
Oh yeah, there's something new coming out in 3 days. But they're only little small books now.
Yeah, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is available on GOG for $8.49.
I don't know what that is either.
And the Sith Lords Knights of the Old Republic 2 also for $8.49.
What's Gork? Apart from
GOG,
that-
goodoldgames.com.
Right.
It's a
So
Polish...
like the Trove. You just
No.
go in and download it.
No, it's completely and utterly legal. They started as a company making games available to
Has many
East
Steve.
blogs. So there was a lot of piracy to fight.
I know, but the idea that the Trove was a place where you could go and download shit is still a thing.
Yeah, I'm guessing you'll be able to download some ISO of the game somewhere, but they make sure that these games run on modern systems, so you're getting a completed package.
Ooh, weird.
So
Is
you
that
could
different than the Steamy version then?
Yes, complete. The best thing, it's DRM free, so you get a download, and it will even work if they for some reason need to pull it from their store at some point in the future.
Wow.
Which is why many old games really work well from them.
Mm-hmm.
You could also go and buy things like the original Diablo.
I played that. See? I'm down with kids. I play computer games.
Yeah, unless the annoying audience is having any special requests.
Mhm.
I think we'll call it a day.
That makes sense, because I'm about to move on to the chicken wings, and that will not be pleasant for people to watch. Not with the barbecue sauce on them.
That will be not ASMR in the slightest.
Oh, fuck no. In the words of Gary Busey, I'm so hungry, I should have got you to get me 2 of these. I could eat the arse end out of a dead rhino. Actually, no, he didn't say that, because he said, get me 2 Utah. I should have got you to get me 3 of these. 2 Utah. Get me 2.
Yeah, it will be also ASMR to someone, but those are not the people we want on this stream now, do we? The internet is weird enough as it is.
No, they can go to Pornhub, like everybody else.
Or Xhamster, or RedTube, or whatever currently is available to them. Obviously, also OnlyFans is still doing naughty bits.
Yeah, because everybody threatened to leave. And OnlyFans went, you mean you're only here for the porn?
Yeah, it's funny how you build a business on one aspect of the internet, and if you shut down that aspect of your operation ceases to exist.
I believe it's called gulching crispin. If memory serves.
I don't know. I'm not going down that road now.
Safe search off.
Yeah, Grimble, Tumblr case in point. Exactly. So, Jerry, have fun eating your wings of chickens. And you lot at home, go paint some minis, make us some battle reports. We need more food for thought. Those look delicious.
Got sesame seeds on them.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, after I finish doing this, I'm going to pick up something with sticky fingers and paint it. I don't know whether it's going to be something for the studio or something for myself. I have a feeling it's going to be something for the studio.
We will see. Have a good one, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Tatty bye.